cars in the modern era go from 3rd to 22, and he's trying to change all and get within the points. Sargent and Magnussen will be the last to win this one. The opening meters of the race are going to... We go racing in 5. Lights is underway. Even reaction time at the right side. Who's going to lead into turn number 1? It's going to be Max. No change for anyone until you look all the way back down. Getaway for Yuki Tsunoda. He dropped down to 9th pre fairly cleanly. The top 5.
Tardily, so they will... No puffs of dust.
Julian, when we...
Which wasn't great. It looked like Norris was maybe going to come up alongside. Was very good, and in the end it was actually left unchanged.
We're over the line, he laps, and Max Verstappen now immediately trying to go to see the gainers there. Hamilton gaining 1 place. Holt
into top 10, we see their DRS enabled. Then I was expecting to see a bit more lethargic opening lap, as if Max was tentatively drawing that gap, as you explained, for DRS, which he's on the cusp of
Verstappen, and it's right there on 1 second.
So even though the car is heavy, fat with fuel that has to last, they had to get inventive, building alliances, which is at this stage of the racetrack. And although Norris got it down to 9/10 of a second there, he had...
Up ahead, I think that was just a slipstream from Norris. Just too much at the moment. He's another 1 or 2 to the DRS range, but you've got to be sort of about half a second.
Max Verstappen had fuel on board. He was about half a second the last discovery for Max. He was not at all happy in his
boost. You can see Verstappen using around this track at 17 and 18, covered by that slipstream effect, but DRS is worth more than that. Lot are absolutely glued together though. This is the battle for the podium moment. This is the man looking to make amends for that
position. As we can see, he's got traffic ease. Again, completely telling me they're not concerned, brake cooling or engine cooling. We will find out. And allowed to say Irish, well, it may sound a bit Scottish to some, but it doesn't look like it now.
No. Tick on to lap 5. This is not the run and hug Grand Prix. Even this year has managed to put a second a lap
on pace rather than Max cranking it up a little bit. Lando just drifting away as well from the top. Actually had some great longevity on his tyres. Something worked. So I think Leclerc's going to be looking to that with a Ferrari
today. Claimed the fastest lap of the race. Russell on his own at the moment, but he's been joined by his teammate at the start. Let's review that as we have
It was favouring the McLaren, but once they got the momentum, he's braking into turn 2, and that gave him immediately sniffing of his inside. As we go on board, we're thinking thank you very much, and then right, this is
Ocon. They were going into Tosa corner, Jolien.
Exit, but he is still ahead of Lance Stroll at the end of that. Stroll's normally quite a good starter.
Yeah, you like wide, but look, it's the first lap, it's racing.
On to lap number 7. Having a good lap by response last time, losing less last time around. Verstappen further down the order now to try and see any overtake. He did once again, not the first time it's happened to the day.
Magnussen will be like it, seeking out an opportunity, because even though Magnussen has potential.
Copy.
Tenths of a second away, only half a second away. And
Sainz has dropped back from Leclerc enough that he's not got DRS, and we roll down towards Tamburello.
Here comes the first. Ideally, use that outside line coming. Had the run, had nowhere to go.
That gap from 1 second to pretty much 2 seconds